What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about these Madden developer golden tickets because a lot of you guys have a lot of concern about it and you wanted me to talk about it, and pretty much I kind of touched on it in the previous video, but some of you guys are like, yo, are they really that bad? Like, can we take a look at them and kind of figure out what was their mindset going into it? And pretty much I can't really tell you what they were thinking, because they're actually worse than some of the other golden tickets that were made by the community members. So a lot of people were bashing these other guys, but at least these other cards are usable. All right, we're gonna go down the list and kind of take a look at what's going on, and then you guys can do your own assessment and figure it out, you know, the way you want to go. But some of you guys are very, very concerned, like, you know, should we even be buying these golden tickets? Like, should we even be, you know, partaking in this? And like I said, what's gonna happen is a lot of these cards are gonna drop in price anyway. If you want to rush and buy it because you want to try it out for whatever reason, that's fine. But I don't really see you know, any type of situation where the card is actually going to be something that's good for the most part, right? So let's take a look at it. When you take a look, James Morgan is absolutely garbage. Tim Tebow, whatever, like, these cards are all garbage, right? Now we get down to the newer cards. So, you know, they're going to be obviously higher priced. You know, they're already coming down tremendously. They started off at like $550. They're already down to $298. Let's go get one of the higher priced ones and take a look at what's going on. So you have a 6'9" quarterback. Look at the actual ability slots, though. We all know that improviser are the worst slots in the game. Like, so they gave us 2 improviser slots. So that already lets you know, like, all right, I should probably stay away from this card. And it also lets us know that they don't understand the way that, you know, the way MUT is. Because nobody wants an improviser slot. I don't think that we've been really utilizing many of them, because like dashing Deadeye, I don't think you really need that. You could just use inside Deadeye and it pretty much, you know, that gives you all the Deadeyes in one. But the improviser slot itself is not a good slot. So you got 2 of them. So EA is letting you know, we know it's not good, but here goes 2. Field General, obviously, strong arm, good. Scrambler, that's all good stuff. Now we take a look at his numbers. Most players that you will play in Weekend League or regular head-to-head, they will play you like they're playing for $5 million. So they're going to send 2, they're going to send 1 with a contain and a spy, and 17 purples, and their zone drop set to 576. What are you going to do with this guy? What, are you going to just sit in the pocket and just wait? Is that what you're going to do? Because I don't understand exactly what the purpose of this card is. If this was Madden 20, you could get away with this because it was run-based, and then whenever you wanted to pass, you pretty much only needed, you know, whatever. You needed a guy to be able to throw the ball barely, whatever. He would have a strong arm, probably put Gunslinger on him, and the ball would get out. This year, he's useless. Now, if you want to use him for gimmicks or whatever, that's fine. But this is like, this is just pretty much training. He should be less than the other guy that was going for 165. Like, if we're being realistic, because he serves no purpose. The release and everything about this card is going to be trash. So there's really no reason to use it. Like, it's not like you're going to keep him on there unless, like I said, you want to just, you know, run a gimmick offense and do whatever you want. You can do it that way. That is something that you can do in that regard. But anything else that's going on, it's something that you're going to have to understand. This golden ticket right here is probably, I would say, one of the worst golden tickets ever made in the history of Madden. And that's probably, cause remember when we saw the Brandon Ayuk, and we're like, yo, what is this idiot doing? And then EA had already given us a 99 Ayuk like the week before. Even with that card, Ayuk has actually dotted me and ran for 6. I don't know what this guy's doing though. Because if I wanted to be a demon and send 2, you can pretty much just sit there, because nobody will get open, and I'm going to shed with 2 guys, and he's going to get sacked. He can't go anywhere, and he doesn't meet the speed threshold to be able to get escape artists. So he's just going to sit there and get sacked. So I don't know why this was made. Other than to anger the community, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. So that one I would stay away from. All right. If you want to go ahead and do whatever you want, that's fine. I have no issue with it. God bless you. Now we jump over to the wide receiver, right? So for some reason, CeeDee Lamb is all the way up at 700K. Let me explain to you guys what's going on. Dallas Cowboy fans are the most ridiculous fans in the history of fandom. All right. So his price will probably stay up there for a little bit or whatever, and then eventually people will be like, all right, this dude is garbage, and then he'll just pretty much come down in price. It doesn't really matter about the route run and all the stuff, the chems, the slots, whatever. The game is what it is. Without abilities, the receivers are trash. They'll get open on crosses or whatever, but they're really not catching the ball and doing much of what they used to do. So the catch in traffic and the spec catch, again, 2 of the most useless attributes in the game. All that really matters is the speed and what abilities they can get. That is realistically what matters as far as wide receivers. What ability and their speed. Nothing else really matters. They will randomly drop the ball. It'll bounce off their back. A lot of weird stuff will go on. So what really aggravated me also about this card is the fact that the short route, the medium route, and the deep route are not 99s. It's a golden ticket, and you give them two of the most useless attributes in spec catch and catching traffic, and in the route running, you just do whatever you want. So again, the only reason that this card is priced like this is because he's a Dallas Cowboy, and Dallas Cowboy fans are going to drive the price up. Other than that, he's not a good card. I actually would recommend not even looking at, like, bruh, this guy right here is trash. Like, realistically, again, on a Cowboy theme team, whatever. But with this right here, I don't really see, I don't understand why he's that expensive. That's pretty much what, you know, the whole assessment is. Because I would take Jalen Reagor, I would take A.J. Brown, I'll take all of them over this guy. I don't see why anybody is even having the nerve to put this guy up for $639. Let's just be totally honest about it. I think the card absolutely sucks. Now, we go over to the D tackle position, right? Getting right through it. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, an EA developer made a golden ticket Geno Atkins. Let's take a look at his ability slots. Run stopper, speed rusher, power rusher. I don't think it really matters at all what those, like, it doesn't matter what his abilities are, the ability slots, none of that really matters. That's all a joke, right? But when you get down to it and you try to understand, like, the mindset of what people are doing, look, you see the 99 tackle, that doesn't matter. You'll get trucked for 6. Play recognition. Dude, leave him out there and you run a screen, he'll run outside and he'll leave the stadium. There's no player awareness. Block shedding. Imagine that without having an ability. Power move. That's a joke without having an ability. Unless you send 2. See, always remember that, right? There's always like a caveat. If you send 2, his block shedding and power move and finesse move will work. He'll shed you and come right in and hit you no matter what. You can have abilities on your O-line, whatever. They send 2, this guy's coming through. All right? So just understand that. What's aggravating about this card, though, when I first saw it, is the fact that they had the nerve to give him all 99s like it matters. That's what was aggravating about it. Now, we all know the D tackle position in this year's Madden, it's so bad that most of us use left ends and whoever else we could get in there at D tackle because it doesn't really matter. He's 300 pounds, so he doesn't even really have the weight, and he's 6'1", so he's undersized as far as the other linemen. So he really has no benefit at all. He's just a card that an EA developer put out there and nobody knows why it happened. But this is real life and it's coming at you fast. This right here is something that you guys have to live with. This is a guy that's coming out ready to roll and these are his numbers. And you know for a fact that if you put him in the game and he doesn't have an ability, all of these numbers that you're looking at don't matter. So this right here, that's a useless card. That doesn't make any sense. And then finally, we get to the kicker, right? Now, the kicker, I have to go ahead and say, look, maybe this guy made someone a lot of money, and they're like, yo, look, I got to give this guy a card. Like, I got an opportunity. I don't really care as much about this aspect. Let me explain to you why. If you've played against Sebastian Janikowski, he's kicking them from 95 yards out. So this guy has all 99s where it matters. He can probably work that out in the same regard. So that is an actual huge thing right there. So I'm not mad about this because now everyone in the community, we just let the price keep coming down. Everybody will have a 99 kick power kicker and we'll be kicking them from 70 yards out. And that's beautiful. So I'm mad about it, but I'm not. Because now, instead of me having to go and pay for Janikowski, this guy is just as good. 99 kick power stock, and all the other stuff there. So he has all that stuff ready to go for everyone, especially some of the newer viewers that are getting into MUT. He's a no-brainer. Just grab him for your kicker, unless you want to go theme team status and that's it. But he's somebody that everybody can use and we can all save. But I wouldn't spend no more than $250 or $300K for him. And that's all the developer golden tickets. In all of my life, I don't ever think while playing Madden when golden tickets have been in it that I've seen such bad golden tickets. And that includes the community golden tickets. So the developers are saying, hold my beer. Now remember, they're not done because there's more developer golden tickets coming because they didn't say it was the final release. So maybe they'll wow us with the next release. But this right here is god awful. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Let me know what golden ticket you're going after and which ones you already have. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.